Welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Our webinar will begin in just a moment, but we first wanted to share this video of John Ramos from the Philippines, who was recently recognized as Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year. Here is his story.
My name is John and I'm originally from the Philippines and I teach high school biology here in Gaston County, North Carolina. I was born and raised in Manila, which is the capital of our beautiful country, the Philippines, specifically in a town called Navotas, which is considered as the fishing capital of the Philippines. My favorite part of being a teacher and teaching itself is being in the classroom. Because for me, being in that space, that's where you witness the incredible transformation of my students when they feel that they are seen, valued, and inspired to push their limits. Seeing those moments when, they realize that, hey, they can do this, that they are capable of doing things, those are the things that really fuels me every single day I walk into the classroom.
At the beginning of the year, our staff votes for our school level Teacher of the Year, and he was nominated by our staff. When he made Varsity Teacher of the Year, we submitted his name to the Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year. And I remember telling him at the very beginning, you will win Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year. He embodies the criteria that a phenomenal teacher would exhibit. And by far, I feel like the rest of the county agreed with our opinion of him because he was not only selected as Varsity Teacher of the Year, he was also selected as Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year.
My goal is to just share my culture, teach, share my expertise in teaching. I never expected to be hailed as, as the Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year. That's a huge one. It's a huge accomplishment. That was really one of the best nights of my life. And I would say that night affirmed my passion, my hard work, and my heart that I pour into teaching. And I would say that's an honor of a lifetime.
When he was announced and I walked up on the stage behind him and was trying to congratulate him, I looked and there was a whole row of students sitting there at the front of the auditorium at the ceremony that we didn't even realize they were there, that they all came to support him.
That night I felt so special because I did not invite them. They just showed up. Some of them, I had them like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but they still showed up. And they were cheering, they were screaming so loud. They were just jumping from their seats, and it's just so special. And my heart is full. I'm overjoyed that these people have supported me along the way since day one.
We chose him as our guest speaker at graduation. He got a standing ovation at graduation after he made his speech because he did not speak about data or scores. He spoke about his background as a student and why education was so important to him. So he was real. He was human. And I think our community really connected with that.
And if a clueless child from 8,000 miles away can stand here today, then I promise you, you can go further than you have ever imagined. And if no one's told you yet today, you are extraordinary. You are capable, you are enough, and you are ready.
Who would imagine an international teacher from 8,000 miles away will stand in front of the parents of the community, in front of my students? That's just another surreal moment for me. Because for me, I just want to share my stories. I'm just doing my job. And that graduation ceremony was one of the honors that I will keep for a lifetime. Because I was able to share my stories, my humble beginnings, and where am I now as international teacher.
He's the real thing. He doesn't put on a show. He's himself, and the students see him every day, and he's very transparent, and they get to have a unique experience when they're in his classroom.
Every day I wake up, my mind just keeps on telling me, do your best, do your best, do your best. Because our students, they don't deserve anything less. They deserve the best possible experience that I can offer, that anyone can offer as a teacher. Because who knows, that kid, that specific day is going through something, and your voice, your presence is what they need the most. And that single moment can change their life, their perspective, their motivation. I just want to be myself. I just, just be a teacher. I'm just doing my job. And they said, well, you do it great.
Hello, and welcome to our webinar, How the EPI Process Works. We are Educational Partners International, or EPI for short. My name is Lucy Cifuentes, and I am the Content Specialist for Educational Partners International. Before working for EPI, I worked in Spain as an English teacher for 5 years. As someone who has moved abroad to explore new opportunities, I have a deep understanding for others who want to do the same in the US. Today, I will be talking about what EPI does and how you can apply to our program. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about EPI, what we offer, and the application process. You can ask them in the comment box, and we will answer them throughout the presentation. For privacy, we will not be able to answer any questions about individual applications during our webinar. If you have specific questions about your application, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com, and our admissions team will be happy to assist you. Today, we will provide an in-depth explanation of EPI's program and give you a comprehensive overview of everything you need to know, from the application process to becoming a cultural ambassador. By the end of this presentation, you will have a clear understanding of each step involved in the journey. If you are joining us for the first time, EPI is designated as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We are proud to be a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the globe come to the US to teach. Educators in our program are currently placed in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Florida. Our mission is to bring the best teachers from around the world to the US to share their cultural experiences. As you can read here, our goal is to strengthen K-12 education by discovering and empowering the world's best international teachers to facilitate authentic cultural exchange. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in the mountains of North Carolina, which you can see in this photo. We would love to know where you are from, so please share with us in the comments. The EPI process is made up of these 6 steps. The process begins with completing an application to determine your eligibility for the program. Once your application is approved, you become eligible to participate in interviews with partner schools. After successfully completing a school interview, you will be placed in a US school. Following your placement, you will prepare for your arrival and attend an orientation in the United States, officially becoming an EPI program member. You will then spend 3 years teaching in the US as an EPI teacher, before returning home as a cultural ambassador. The first step in the EPI process is the application. EPI's application is very thorough, and it does a few important things for you. Filling out the application creates a professional profile for schools to look at when they're considering teachers for interviews. We also use the information you provide to decide whether or not you meet our eligibility requirements. Some of the requirements for being an EPI teacher are: you have advanced English skills, you are currently teaching full-time, you have the equivalent of a US bachelor's degree, and you have 2 years of full-time teaching experience. EPI's application process is designed to assist you in gathering all the necessary documents for essential tasks such as applying for a visa, preparing for travel to the USA, and obtaining your American teaching license. As part of the process, you will participate in 2 online interviews with EPI team members. During these interviews, The team will ask questions about your teaching experience, classroom management strategies, lesson planning, and other relevant topics to assess your eligibility and qualifications. Following the interviews, you will be required to submit proof of employment and your professional credentials. Once you have uploaded all of your documents and passed both EPI interviews, you are now moved to the approved stage. Being in the approved stage means that your application with EPI is complete. You have passed a background check, you meet our requirements, and that you are now eligible for school interviews. When you become an approved candidate, your application serves as a professional profile that is available to U.S. schools. Candidates whose experience best meets the school's needs are invited to interview over a video call. Following successful interviews, formal offers are extended by EPI on behalf of the school district. Once an offer is accepted by the candidate, the placement stage begins. Placement means that you will be coming to the United States to teach at your assigned school. Teachers who are placed through EPI teach in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Florida. As soon as you arrive in the U.S., you will participate in EPI's orientation. During this time, you will learn more about life and education in the U.S., as well as the rules and regulations of the Exchange Visitor Program. Our orientation lasts several days, giving you time to ask questions and prepare for the upcoming school year. After you complete orientation, you become an official EPI program member. As an EPI program member, you will teach in the U.S. for 3 years. During that time, you will have access to 24/7 support from our trained and professional teacher support team. This relationship with your support team will be an ongoing resource for you throughout your time with EPI. They will be able to assist you with challenges ranging from culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners. At EPI, we recognize the value of international perspectives in American classrooms, and we are committed to helping educators like you achieve success. As an EPI teacher, you will also have the opportunity to share your culture with your students here in the United States through cultural exchange projects. Here are a couple of examples of projects our teachers have done in the past. From volcanic mountains and lush rainforests to hot springs and waterfalls, EPI language arts teacher McNairline guided her students on a journey through her home country of Dominica, widely known as the Nature Island, through a recent cultural exchange presentation. The experience began with a slideshow that gave students a deeper understanding of life on the island. McNairline then brought the lesson to life through a dramatic monologue that captured the spirit and identity of the Dominican people through storytelling and poetic imagery. She also prepared a cultural display featuring informational visuals, artifacts, and a doll dressed in traditional national wear, creating an immersive experience for the students. The exchange opened the door for students to connect with Dominica in a more personal way, sparking curiosity, appreciation, and an interest in future exploration. EPI Spanish teacher Natalia encouraged students to learn not only about her Colombian culture, but also to explore the shared roots that unite Spanish-speaking countries. Building on that idea, students worked together to research and represent Hispanic countries through creative poster projects, practicing their Spanish throughout the process. Each group explored a different country, highlighting elements such as history, traditions, food, landmarks, and music. The completed posters came together as a shared display during the school's annual arts showcase, inviting families and community members to learn, connect, and celebrate Hispanic heritage alongside the students. After teaching in the United States for 3 years with EPI, you will then return to your home country, where your work as a cultural ambassador begins. After you return, you will be able to share what you have learned about the U.S. with people in your home country, just like you shared your culture while you were here. This is one of the most important steps in the whole process because this is what cultural exchange is all about, building mutual understanding between cultures by sharing your personal experiences. We will now address any questions you have about our program. If you haven't submitted your questions yet, please ask them now in the comment box. Here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. How long is the EPI program? We are a 3-year program. Is there an application fee? There is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Is there an age limit? We do not have an age limit. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join the EPI program regardless of your age. These requirements include being an active teacher with at least 2 years of full-time teaching experience, holding the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and possessing advanced English language skills. Now that you know more about how to apply to our program, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. Select the Apply button on the home page and answer the eligibility question. After you click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you've already started the process, be sure to check your email regularly for updates about your application status. If you've started your application but have questions, email us at team@teachwithepi.com. To conclude today's presentation, I would like to leave you with a quote that highlights the transformative power of international education. J. William Fulbright, a U.S. Senator and founder of the Fulbright program, said, "There's a multiplier effect in international education, and it carries the possibility, the only real possibility, of changing our manner of thinking about the world, and therefore of changing the world." At EPI, we understand how important a global perspective is in shaping the future. That is why we are so excited to give you and your students the chance to experience meaningful cultural exchange and participate in this incredible journey. Thank you for joining us today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn about upcoming events and to hear more from our current teachers. If you have additional questions, email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at Educational Partners International, thank you for joining us and have a great day.